did last time. I'm gonna do something with you this time. I'm an effing tool. This is a vlog. I know it's gonna be very hard for you to believe, but I'm a bit of a nerd. This new action figure of Link that I just got just screams alpha male. Hello friends, I'm gonna nerd out a little bit here about Marvel, about comic books, and about movies. I was a comic book kid. Anytime I got any spare change or extra money, did I save that for a rainy day? No, I did something much more valuable. I bought Spider-Man books. And so since that time, I've been just a really large Marvel zombie. I just love the Marvel Universe so much. And I'm not trying to say that the DC comic book heroes are bad or stupid. I am implying that. Except for Batman, because everybody likes Batman. As I got older, I would go and kind of branch out a little bit more. So I got some information about the Avengers and Captain America, a little bit about Iron Man, the Fantastic Four, the intergalactic stuff. So you got to see Thanos and you got to see Galactus. So I understood all of that stuff. So my head is all jam-packed full of Marvel information, but one of the teams that I never crossed paths with was the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is why I was a little bit confused a few years ago when Marvel came to the stage of the San Diego Comic-Con and announced to the world, here is one of our next big films. And it was met with a collective, who? There were definitely some hardcores who knew who they were, but really, even in comic book land, which is a fabulous place to go and visit, bring your kids, it was a little bit of a hard sell to say, hey, you know what other book you should be picking up this month? It involves a tree and a raccoon and some aliens and whimsical stuff happens. Okay? And so that crazy idea is actually coming to the screen next week, and I am beyond excited. A bunch of the critics who I follow online have already been able to see advanced screenings, and there's been almost universal praise for it. It looks like Marvel may have created something really, really special with this property. Obviously, Marvel is a business, and they really want every single one of their films to be profitable, but I think this one, more than any of the others that they've been releasing, really is important for them to get right and really important for them to be successful, because it's with this movie that they're really going to test the patience of the viewer. With that, then we can more likely accept the Doctor Stranges and all the other weird characters that I know that they want to throw at us here over the next decade. I could nerd out about this all day long, like testing theories, and maybe this is where they're going to go with this storyline, and what about if they introduce this character, and what's going to be after the credits. There's really two things I'm thinking about here right now, because I like to be a negative Nancy. Number one is, do you think that this goodwill is actually going to last? Marvel has been on a pretty good roll here over the last few years, but they already had that public falling out with Edgar Wright, and we don't know the entire story as of yet. And I feel that's one of those things that we're going to find out about in 3 to 5 years, what actually went on behind the scenes. But it does break my heart a lot that we're not going to see that Edgar Wright Ant-Man movie. I really wanted to see that. But now we have some like for-hire director, and it will probably be fine or terrible, who knows. And the second thing that's been on my mind is, how much longer are people going to accept this many superhero films released every year? I realize that Marvel itself doesn't want to saturate the market, but then we have DC and we have other companies throwing up comic book properties all the time. And I think there's going to come a point, I'm going to guess sometime within the next 5 years, that superhero films will go the way of the Western, which is Westerns are still made, but definitely not with the same regularity as they were in the 70s and 60s. And to be honest, I'm almost there already. When another one is announced, it's like, another one of these? All right, but we have a few more years to go. I mean, not only do we have those superhero films coming up, but we have those Netflix originals that are going to start next year. Marvel is doing this really amazing, crazy thing that no studio, no film series has ever tried to do before, and I really respect them for it. But at the same time, I can see in like 2019 being like, okay, I am done. So there you have it. I was excited for Guardians of the Galaxy from that very first trailer that hit, and I was like, I'm there. I'm in this right now. Give it to my eyeballs. But what do you think? Are you sick and tired of superhero films? Do you think Marvel can last as this big powerhouse studio? And what do you think about superheroes? What do you think about anything? Anything at all. Boots, shoes, the weather, anything. Just leave it down in the comments below. Yeah, and I think that's all I have to say about that. My name is Kyle. I'll see you all again next Thursday. For those of you who are curious, my alter ego is Rutherford Tinkleton, who is charming, and his superpower is being able to pick up after himself.